Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We're thrilled to have you here with us today. Today we're going to dive deep into a critical topic that affects us all: the potential financial collapse of 5 countries. These nations are on the brink of economic disaster, and the consequences could be far-reaching. These countries are grappling with severe issues such as skyrocketing inflation rates, massive job losses, and an ever-increasing cost of living. The situation is dire, and it's causing widespread concern among their citizens. Imagine facing such extreme conditions that even the most prepared individuals would start to worry. Public protests are erupting, store shelves are empty, and people are lining up for basic necessities. It's a scenario that feels almost apocalyptic. So buckle up, grab your nearest stress object, no judgment, we all have them, and let's see which countries are in serious trouble. We'll explore the causes, the current state of affairs, and what the future might hold. Let's dive in. First up, Argentina. Argentina has struggled with inflation for years. In 2024, inflation hit 140%. If you saved $100 at the beginning of the year, it would be worth only $60 by the end. The government is drowning in debt, making things worse for everyday Argentinians just trying to buy groceries and pay rent. It's a vicious cycle, and unfortunately, there's no easy way out. Next, let's move on to Turkey. Next, we have Turkey, a country rich in history and culture, but currently facing a severe economic crisis. The Turkish lira has lost almost 80% of its value in just a few years. This dramatic devaluation has left many citizens struggling to make ends meet. Imagine if you had $100 last year, but now it's only worth $20. That's the harsh reality for many Turks today, as their savings and earnings dwindle. The government has been printing more money, which only makes the problem worse. Inflation is skyrocketing and prices for everyday goods are soaring. People are losing trust in the economy faster than a cat loses interest in a laser pointer. Banks are seeing long lines as people rush to exchange their lira for more stable currencies. Economic turmoil, social unrest, and a whole lot of angry people wondering why their money is suddenly worth less than a used tea bag. It's a dire situation, with public protests becoming a common sight. Now let's talk about Venezuela, another country facing severe economic challenges. Chapter 3. Venezuela. A textbook case of how not to run a country. Venezuela has been in crisis for a while now, with one of the worst economic collapses in history. Hyperinflation has ravaged the country, making basic goods unaffordable. Many Venezuelans have made the heartbreaking decision to leave their homes and seek a better life elsewhere. Venezuela's economy is in ruins, and it might take years, if not decades, to recover. It's a long and arduous road ahead. Chapter 4. Lebanon. From Paris of the Middle East to financial freefall. Lebanon's economy has lost more than 90% of its value in just a few years. The Lebanese people are struggling to afford even the most basic necessities. The currency is almost worthless, and businesses are closing down rapidly. Jobs are disappearing quicker than a magician's rabbit. Lebanon is living proof of the painful and chaotic process of economic freefall. Chapter 5. Sri Lanka. Paradise lost in an economic storm. Once a thriving island nation known for its stunning landscapes and rich culture, Sri Lanka has faced an unprecedented economic downturn. Sri Lanka's financial crisis began in 2022 when the government ran out of money to import basic goods like fuel and food. The situation quickly escalated, leading to widespread protests and civil unrest. The Sri Lankan people were forced to endure long lines for essential goods. Basic necessities became scarce, and the daily lives of citizens were severely disrupted. The cost of living skyrocketed, and the government had to borrow more money with hefty interest rates. Inflation soared, making it difficult for families to afford even the most basic items. Sri Lanka's economic crisis is a cautionary tale, a stark reminder that even paradise can be lost in the blink of an eye. The once bustling markets and tourist spots now stand deserted, a testament to the severity of the crisis. Now let's wrap this up. The story of Sri Lanka serves as a powerful lesson on the fragility of economic stability and the far-reaching impacts of financial mismanagement. The road ahead. Uncertainty and a glimmer of hope. Well folks, there you have it. 5 countries teetering on the brink of financial ruin, each facing their own unique set of challenges. It's a sobering reminder that economic stability is a precious and fragile thing. So, Which country do you think will face the biggest crisis? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on more stories like this, hit that subscribe button. Stay informed, and stay safe.